to your bi-weekly love reading from March 1st through the 15th, 2018. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks so much for joining me today. I am the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. For your reading today, I'm using the Anna K Tarot deck as my primary tarot deck. I will be clarifying with a few cards with the Everyday Oracle, also known as the Vera Sibilla Italiana. And at the end of your reading, I'll be pulling a guidance message from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. So if that sounds good, let's not waste any time and get started. So this is a general love reading. It may not resonate with all of you. For the most accurate reading, ooh, 10 of Swords popped out. This could indicate that there are some people going through a painful ending or just the end of a cycle. Okay. In terms of love lives, it's not the best card. It can be very difficult to deal with that kind of an ending. But the universe always makes sure that everything happens in divine timing and for our highest good. I just did a reading for Pisces, and they had a tough reading too. So I just feel like, you know, it is springtime. We're going into the spring equinox. So there are going to be endings and new beginnings for all of us. Hopefully those new beginnings come soon. But, you know, it is up to divine timing. So if you're dealing with a water sign, she's coming up as a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, female energy. We also have your energy here. In fact, the cards came up like this. So it could be that you're not talking to a water sign right now. See, they have their backs to each other, but you still like each other. Okay. Let's keep shuffling here. Obviously, you all are ready for your reading because I don't get messages popping out like that very often. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What are the love messages for Virgo? March 1st to the 15th, Spirit. Alright. Man, you guys are ready for your reading, I can tell. Alright, they only requested 3 shuffles today, so that's helpful for me. We're going to look at your current situation. What is a challenge for you, or what is helping you or hindering you? The root of the situation. What you may be thinking or feeling. Over the next 2 weeks. Your recent, past, and your near future. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Rods in reverse. So something is out of balance here. This can be issues with sex drive, libido, energy levels. They may not. This can also say that you're not feeling much for someone, to be honest. You don't feel much for them. Or there's a delay in a new beginning in your love life. I feel that if you're dealing with a fire sign such as an Aries, or just in general, you may be very cautious. You may be distrustful of beginning something new. And so because of that, your love life, your sex life, etc. could be taking a sideline. So that's what I'm picking up. Let's take a look at your cards. Oof. King of Swords in reverse. He's a motley character. Your challenge is a star, sign of Aquarius. Root of the situation, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Your thoughts and feelings are the Emperor. Your recent past is the 9 of Pentacles. And the near future is the 5 of Cups. Okay. So you walk into the beginning of March with the King of Swords in reverse. Not a romantic energy. This character, this personality is very cold and distant. He's a bit of a villain in the tarot. So his main concerns are to cut people and things out of his life that no longer serve him, but he can be very cruel arrogant, a liar. He can be someone who is violent with words. This person can also be a bit of create enemies for themselves with this card, with this energy. All right, so your challenge is a star. Your challenge is to be hopeful, is to be optimistic, also to have faith, all things in divine timing. I also ask you, what is your star in your life? What is it that your goals are? What is it that you're aiming for? And as a guidance message, it's saying, Virgo, you need to shoot for the stars here. Aim high, okay, and continue to have faith. Don't lose hope, all right? Because in a challenge position, this can also be read as someone who's very cynical, very pessimistic, is completely lacking hope or faith that things will ever work out. And with that attitude, let me tell you, you're just going to attract more of that energy in. The universe does not, the universe operates on very simple laws. So I've been having to remind people to read the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. If you are not familiar with that book, it's by Deepak Chopra, and it's would literally take you maybe a few hours to read, and you'd have some really important lessons going forward. So life lessons for sure. Specifically the law of attraction, the law of karma, the law of detachment, etc. So what has put you here is the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. So in this card, there's what looks to be a rich couple giving this mother and child, they might be seen as the less fortunate or the needy, money. So this card asks, who or what has been giving in your life? Are you, and how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as the man that has enough to share, or do you see yourself as always being the one that has to ask for a handout? You could also say you're in a relationship that's like this, where you feel like you're doing someone a favor by giving to them charitably. It could be an unbalanced relationship. Pentacles don't always have to mean money. They can mean money, but they can also talk about physical world. So you could be in a one-sided relationship where you're always giving to someone and they're always taking. Or vice versa, where you're always just begging for some scraps here and the other person is giving to you. So this is actually I think of the 6 of Pentacles as a positive card most of the time. So I'm curious, I'm going to want to clarify the King of Swords coming up reversed in your current situation. In your past, you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is my single lad or lassie in the tarot. Someone who is independently wealthy, can take care of themselves financially, emotionally. So you may have been single in the past, or you may have not been looking. It also says that you have reached a place of stability and wealth and abundance, and you're able to enjoy what you had. So everything looks really good. Something is going on as you hit the month of March here. Something has either pissed you off, caused you to maybe act out of aggression. You are going to need to watch your speech, the way that you communicate with others, and how you ask for things that you want. Be careful of not coming off as too gruff. In your thoughts and feelings, you have the Emperor, the sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, and sometimes this can be seen as Taurus. This is about control. The Emperor rules his kingdom with logic, not emotions. So if you're feeling like the Emperor, then you're feeling very controlled, very controlling, and I don't think that much in the mood for love, not open to love. However, if you're already in a relationship, then the energy is of one just of silently being there, making your presence known. This is sort of a calm male authority. I almost feel like I am reading for a masculine energy right now, because a lot of these cards have a lot strong masculine energy. If I'm reading for a woman, and you resonate with this reading, then you are coming off as someone who is maybe not in touch with her feminine side. In the near future, you have the 5 of Cups. So as you can see, something has made this person sad. I'm seeing a loss here. So it could be that you are going through some grieving process. This is a little storm cloud above you. But if you notice to the left in the card, there is an archway, and there's light coming through there and blue skies. So this isn't going to last forever, but it could be that you feel you have lost something precious. Remember, 5 of Cups, there's always 2 cups standing. There are good things in your life. You're just not seeing them at this time. Alright, so we're going to go in and clarify a few of these cards. 2 actually, because of time. So I want to know why the King of Swords is coming up reversed in your reading, Virgo. Why is the King of Swords coming up reversed in Virgo's reading? We have travel. This is usually someone who's on the move. Okay, they're headed somewhere, either a vacation, a transfer, or move. This could be for work or for to visit someone. But there is a lot of travel going on maybe in your life right now. Why is the King of Swords coming up in reverse? Ooh, you have the Lover. This is requited love or affection. So either you do love someone here. Normally this is the male lover. So this could be a situation where let's just draw one more card here. Why is the King of Swords coming up reversed? Oh, we have the Depression. So this is melancholy or sadness. It could be that you, someone here is experiencing requited love or affection. But it could also be there is a woman in the picture who is feeling depressed. I don't feel like this is the same person. I see a woman who's depressed, and I see a man who, as you can see, his attention is elsewhere. This, to me, seems to be the same person who's traveling. I feel like there could be someone in your life, Virgo, who is not very happy. You can let me know if that's you as well. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Why is the 5 of Cups coming up in the near future for Virgo? Why is the 5 of Cups coming up in the near future for Virgo? Too many. But anyway, I got the same message that someone is upset here. They're very worried. They're dealing with some kind of affliction. We have the falsita, which is the lie or hypocrisy. hidden intention or motive. So someone could have told a lie here. We have the jealous man. Someone is very jealous. Could be a man or a woman. There's excessive attachments, doubts, or suspicions, creating jealousy. There's a married woman involved here. This person, it says respect or attraction toward the mother of family, but there is a married woman involved here. We have the old woman, the vecchia signora. So normally this is someone's mother, aunt, grandmother, or just an acquaintance. The vecchia signora is someone who has been around the block a few times, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she knows she's experienced a lot, and so she's very comfortable, if not feeling a bit old. This can also be a feeling of just feeling old and feeling a bit, she's very set in her ways, this person, this woman. And we have luck, the fortuna, which is like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a positive, unexpected turn of fate. So, all this is happening for a reason, Virgo. It seems like you may be sad because someone who is lying to you. I'm also seeing someone who's very jealous here. It could be over a married woman. It could be over two women. One is married and the other one is older, or this could be an old acquaintance as well. All right. It's guidance message time. So just focus on your question regarding love and relationships this time. Please help me, Virgo. Okay, you have the Wise Woman of Wonderland. Oh, this came up for, I believe, the first sign I read for, which was Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But anyway, this has to do with integrity and compromise. Okay. Was it Sagittarius or was it Libra? I don't know. A lot of messages coming up about having integrity. You know, there are a lot of messages up coming about that right around this time. And what are you, what are you compromising? Be careful of not compromising too much, like in a bad way, compromising yourself, your integrity. So the Wise Woman of Wonderland brings integrity to thought, word, and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty and being true to your word, she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as your ally, she signals a time when honesty pays off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remain faithful and loyal to your path. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you can never lose what is truly yours. All right, and then in the challenger position, this is a sign that you may have compromised yourself out of fear. Have you been in denial about the truth of your situation? Have you sold yourself short rather than ask for what you really need? Have you given up your dream for another because you fear abandonment? The Wise Woman of Wonderland is gently reminding you that you count. Claim your good and never settle for less. Be fearless and make it so. Why hang around for more disappointment when wonderful adventures and opportunities are waiting to unfold for you? All right, this definitely resonates. This definitely resonates, Virgo, and just make sure you're speaking the truth. Being honest with yourself, no matter what situation you find yourself in March. Because I'm sensing that some of you are not doing that. Okay. Also, Emotions are a really good way. They're a barometer for how we truly feel, and as such, do listen to your emotions, okay? Because I'm sensing that you may push away some difficult feelings, pretend to be fine when you're not, and I think I'm especially speaking to a man here, or a male energy, and then find out later that, you know, you really aren't happy, you know, and you can't pretend anymore that you're not jealous, that you're not happy with the lies being told, or a lie being told. Okay, so this card here is the card of karma. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So even if you are doing fine right now, it's not to say that, you know, speaking the truth, being honest right now is going to have the best outcome for you at the end of the day. You might even be able to avoid this situation altogether. Just by being honest with yourself, having integrity, and do not compromise on your values. Whatever your values are, do not compromise on them, just to settle for something that you think is okay for now. Think about the future as well. Virgo, I'm going to leave your reading here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to book a private reading, I am available to do those. Click the link below in the description under my website, and my scheduling app are listed there. And I will see you guys back at the mid-month. Take good care of yourselves, and sending you love and light.